Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Chanute High School, your home of the Chanute Blue Comets. We have a fantastic matchup tonight between the 3-7 Bishop Miege Stags and the 8-2 Chanute Blue Comets, right here in the Chanute Community Sports Complex. Once again, my name is Caleb Wood. Alongside me is Bryson Ginswetter. We will be your commentators for the game tonight. Bryson, how are you?
Good. Excited for some football.
Absolutely. It's a great night. It's a much clearer night than last week, of course, but it's still the perfect combination, perfect recipe for a great night of football. Like we talked about, we have Bishop Miege coming in at 3-7, very deceiving 3-7, as most everybody around the area knows, and the Chanute Blue Comets 8-2 with their two losses outside of Southeast Kansas and outside of 4A football at that as well. We all know a little bit about Bishop Miege and what their schedule is like, and we've talked about that in the past of them being more of a they play 5 and 6A teams actually between Kansas and Missouri itself.
Mm-hmm. And those are just a lot better teams than they'll play in the entire playoffs.
Absolutely, and that's again why they are 3-7. In fact, they came into playoffs this year at 1-7 and have won their last 2 games as well. So a couple of things that we wanted to talk about tonight are really just the individual team assets here tonight. So for Bishop Miege, we have a couple of really big assets that they bring to the game tonight. Bryson?
Yeah, their pass game is incredibly strong. Their quarterback has had an outstanding year. Throws about 50% completion percentage, has 16 touchdowns, and 279 yards on the ground, plus 2,303 in the air.
Absolutely, that's Marco Rodriguez, and Rodriguez, as if you have followed anything with the Bishop Miege Stags, you will know that Bishop Miege is very much an air game type of football team. They throw a majority of the time, as we'll see plenty tonight. We'll talk a little more about Marco Rodriguez and some of his wide receivers as well. Something that they're also bringing that they don't utilize too much is also some of their tougher runners. They have a few younger guys, few sophomores that have a few hundred yards on the season as well. One of them being Vinny George himself, the sophomore. He's, if you ever go and watch some of his film, he is a very tough runner, young guy that is really going to come up later on in the next couple of years and really do something for Miege as well. And then lastly, Bryson, tell us a little bit about their defensive line.
I mean, the defensive line is one of the most important things in football, just being able to control the line of scrimmage and having a great defensive line, especially to go up with how good of our offensive line is. It'll be a fun matchup to watch tonight.
That's right. Between Olsen, Jones, and Davis, they make up a very aggressive and very strong defensive lineup for the Bishop Miege Stags. We also want to talk a little bit about Chanute, some of their assets. We also have a very strong run game with Quentin Harding, and I highly anticipate him we talked before this live stream, I highly anticipate him really breaking through tonight in some of his running game.
Yeah, he normally gets around 20 to 25 carries a game, and we don't pass a lot, but when we pass, we have a good percentage, and we're able to get a lot of yards on those plays. Sounds
like the Chanute High School band is playing the Chanute alma mater. We're going to go ahead and talk right through this for a little bit. Next thing we want to talk about is just the wide variety of receivers that Chanute has. You know, obviously Elliott Stevenson, probably their best receiver on the field, but they also have some other assets to go to, like Cade Small. He had a couple of games where he had huge. In fact, he has the longest receiving touchdown on the team at the moment, a 65-yard receiving touchdown. They also have Landon Bilby. We also have Nate Wilson and Trevor Fields out there on the field tonight as well. And so Chris Harding really just has a wide variety of people he can go to.
And a lot of the formations that you'll see Cade in, it's tough to see if they're going to pass or run the ball because he's such a good blocker as well. He'll line up in the backfield with Quentin, and then they can run a play action and hit him out of the backfield. Also look for Quentin out of the backfield. They're able to find him sometimes.
Absolutely.
Get big yards.
We'll be right back to talk a little bit about the rest of the team assets here right after the national anthem. as the Blue Comets come out of their tunnel. Also got some fireworks. Got a couple people falling in the background there on your screen. But one of the other things that we want to talk about as well here on the last list of the Chanute Blue Comets team assets is notoriously nicknamed by Jaden himself the Blue Wall, the strong defensive line that we have consisting of Cade Small, Garrett Love. I think we also have Brady Alonzo down there and a couple other guys that really sift through there, and they do such a great job of really stopping the run game.
But tonight they're going to need to look to get pressure on the quarterback but also contain him since he is such a good rusher. They are going to need to be able to contain him so he can't get outside the pocket and then shrink that pocket down on him and bring him down.
That's right. So a couple of the key players that we want to talk about. Let's start with Bishop Miege. We talked a little bit about Marco Rodriguez earlier, number 4, the quarterback for tonight. Like we said, he's going to be throwing a majority of the time. We see that he has over 2,200 passing yards on the season. He can run the ball as well. We've seen that in some of their game footage. If his pocket collapses, he can take it on foot.
And he's able to get in the end zone at a pretty efficient rate. 16 touchdowns in 10 games is a pretty good thing for especially high school, because a lot of the touchdowns you'll get will be like running backs and stuff. So 16 touchdowns for a quarterback is very good. That's
right. Not a bad number at all. And one of his main targets is going to be Taryn Jackson, number 3, the senior for Miege. He has 707 receiving yards on the season with 52 receptions and 6 touchdowns as well. We see some similar numbers on the Blue Comets as well. But Taryn Jackson, he's not necessarily big, but he is fast. He is efficient, and he is very, very good at catching the ball for Miege.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of Tyler Lockett, just looking at him, a little short guy that can get in there.
That's right.
Get things done. And 14 yards per reception is incredible. And
it is. Great number.
Basically, if they can get him the ball, they're going to move it down the field at a
That's
quite
right.
efficient rate.
Looking at the Blue Comets, let's start with Chris Harding, the junior quarterback for Chanute here. He's got not nearly as many yards as Rodriguez, but we look at the numbers here. This pass completion percentage is fantastic. I think that's one of his greater things that he has on opponents is his precision and his accuracy out on the field.
Yeah, and as you also can see, he has the same amount of touchdowns and much less attempts and much less yards. And one thing that really helps him with that completion percentage is the ability to balance the game, run the ball, and then when they make those passes, they're able to get efficient, good looks.
Absolutely. Next, for the Blue Comets, we want to talk a little bit about Quentin Harding like we talked about earlier. I believe that he's going to have a pretty good breakout game tonight. I can see him getting over 100, maybe 120 yards rushing tonight. That's just my personal opinion. He currently sits at 6.5 yards per carry, which is not a bad number by any means. It feels like it should be more based on some of the big plays that he really makes for the Blue Comets.
But 6.5 yards per carry is super efficient, obviously, just a great player. And even if he gets stumped sometimes, he gets those big plays to keep bringing that yards per carry up.
Absolutely. And we see also in this graphic that he is averaging about 120 yards per game. And we've seen several games this season where he really hasn't had great running games on a handful of the games that they've played, which tells us that those games that he's done well in, he's done really well in. And with the weather as it is tonight, with the all the temperature, the situation, and even looking at Miege's defense, I feel like he's going to have a great game tonight.
And going back to that defensive line, in these regional playoff games and stuff, we have seen some big plays happen. Like we had a safety last week. Great plays happening often on that defensive line, and they're really capable of getting in that backfield. Watch for big number 77, Brady Alonzo. He's going to get in there and get things done.
Absolutely. Blue Comets, Stags, center field, ready for the coin flip. Blue Comets have had great success with coin flip and things really going their way a lot this year. I want to thank all the referees for coming out to officiate tonight. For the Blue Comets, this is a very big game. We got sectionals tonight. The winner will then move on to regionals next week. Looks like Blue Comets will win the coin toss.
You're lucky. Last time when Jaden said they've been doing good with the coin toss, we actually lost last week.
Well, Jaden is bad luck for sure. So Blue Comets will defer to the second half.
Which is just always the right move, I think.
It is. That is for those of you who aren't savvy with football. Deferring to the second half. The reason why people do that is so that they can start the beginning of the second half with the ball and with the momentum, especially depending on how the first half is going. So Blue Comets, again, going to start here by kicking the ball to the Stags. And again, I'm excited for this game. I believe that these two teams are very close in skill level, and I think it's going to be a great game all around.
And if you watched last week's game, you would know that it was pretty sloppy because of the rain and not a whole lot of passing the ball. But tonight, that is going to be so much different. There's not much wind. There is no rain, of course. They're going to be able to play the ball that they want to play.
You know, and I think that can be said for really all the games last week. We saw, if you ever go back and look at the Bishop Miege game against Labette County last week, Bishop Miege won 34. I believe it was 34-7 was the final score at the end of the game. Sorry, 34-6 was the final score there. And both teams, obviously, because of the weather and with Labette County having a dirt field, just chaos, I'm sure. So Blue Comets were able to take advantage of our turf field last week against Ottawa, pulled out a great victory there, moving on to tonight. Lawrence Cheney to kick off for the Blue Comets here. In the backfield, it's hard to see who we have back there.
We got Cade. Oh.
Taryn Jackson for the Stags to receive. And I'm trying to see who the other one, maybe Jordan Ballard. Here we go for the kickoff. It's off. And it's going to be out of bounds. Flag right away. So with it going out of bounds, that's going to be, we'll see where they place the ball.
Opening kickoff. Lawrence Cheney is out of bounds and replaced on the 35-yard line.
So 35-yard line for the Stags. Great field position for them. Blue Comet defense coming out to start to really make an impact against the Stags offense.
And you can learn a lot about what they want to do with this first drive.
Absolutely. Bishop Miege, very notorious for their football. Rodriguez with the ball, hands it off. It's going to be to George right down the middle. He gets stopped. Looks like he gets stopped about a yard behind the line of scrimmage. Great job for the Blue Comets there.
That was Garrett Love just busting through the line and getting down to the running back and taking him down before the line to gain.
Once again, we talked about George. He's small, but he's mighty. He's a hard runner, and we can expect him to get quite a few yards tonight. Rodriguez looking out. That's going to be to Ballard on the flat, and he gets stopped. That's going to be Owen Luttrell on the stop. Gives him a little shove out of bounds. Back to the line of scrimmage for the Stags. 3rd and 10.
Going out of bounds by Blue Comets, Owen Luttrell. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 ball place.
Blue Comets coming out strong to begin this game.
On the Bishop Miege 35-yard line.
We got Elliott Stevenson and Quentin Harding in the backfield playing safety for the Blue Comets, which you can expect a pretty long throw here on 3rd and long. Rodriguez looking long, getting some pressure, takes it on his own. And again, we talked about how he can run, and he looks like he makes it just shy of the first down. It's going to be 4th and about 1. Right around the 45-yard line, 44-yard line, going to be halfway in between there.
I'd be surprised if we don't see them go for it here.
Exactly. We talked about this before. He went with the pocket collapsing. He is not afraid to take it. He's a very quick runner, very Patrick Mahomes-esque, being able to understand where, yep, it's going to be offsides on the Blue Comets, but he's able to understand exactly where he is on the field. So that's an easy first down for the Stags. Simple mistake by the Blue Comets.
Bishop Miege, just inside
1st
the
and
50.
10 from the 50. That's going to be George getting stopped, about 5-yard gain right at the 45, at the Blue Comets 45-yard line. Miege pretty consistent with their spread here. George gets stopped about 4 yards back.
That's Garrett Love again.
Garrett Love, Cade Small, little combination there for the loss of yards. Great momentum for the Blue Comets there. That blue wall that we talked about in the beginning of the game.
Now they're going to pass this ball, but the edges on the outside, like Cade and whoever that is on the far right, need to set the edge so the quarterback can't get out as far.
That's right.
And then leave it to the tackles to get in there.
Nick Nabezas in the backfield for the Stags. Rodriguez steps back, takes it again on his feet, and he's going to spin move to the first down, pick up about 11 to 12 yards there. It's going to be Stags ball right about the 36-yard line.
Very
and they're
quick.
back to the line quick.
Rodriguez running for his life, gets the first down.
That was a run by George there.
Gain of about 3, big bunch of Blue Comets. Man at the line of scrimmage, slight gain on the play. Going to bring up a second.
Stags with the ball at the 34-yard line. And that's a drop pass intended to Jordan Ballard.
Bishop Miege, number 10, Jordan Ballard.
So we need a big-time stop here.
Absolutely.
Comets need a big-time stop. Because right here, this is a tough field goal to hit for any level. So being able to get a stop here, don't let him get the first down.
That's right. 3rd and 7 from the 34 for Miege. Blue Comets looking to stop them. Quentin Harding, suplex right there at about the 25-yard line. Looks like they're going to give him an extra yard there at 24. Big stop. No replay there. Something interesting going on with our replay system. And that's going to be Jordan Ballard there with the reception. Doesn't really get any gain off of that. Maybe half a yard. Ballard hops off the field. Looks like you got maybe an equipment malfunction and a twisted ankle.
That's going to bring up a second long, 9, Bishop Miege.
2nd and 10. Rodriguez looking long, going long for the end zone. Overthrows his receiver just a little bit. That was Taryn Jackson, one of the receivers that we talked about at the beginning of the game as well. Really didn't have many receivers on him. Unfortunate for the Stags that he was overthrown.
But that's really how they need to throw that ball there, because with those defenders kind of in the area, you want to put it to where either only he can get it or no one can get it.
And that's tough for a high school quarterback at any level.
3rd and about 10.
Again, 3rd and 10 from the 24-yard line.
Got it bunched up on the left side. Look for a possible screen pass here.
4 wide. Rodriguez looking to the flat. That's going to be to Nabezas, and he gets wrapped up quickly, efficiently. That's going to be Kemper Manley out there and Nathan Wilson for the stop. And looks like they only gain about a yard on that attempt. 4th down.
Quarterback came out. They are going to.
Miege is going to try for the field goal. About a 34, 33-yard field goal attempt.
It's about 40.
40. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the placement of the ball.
About a 40-yard attempt.
It is up, and it is wide left. turnover for the for the Bishop Miege Stags.
That was. I'm not sure that might have been blocked there. I'm not quite sure, but that was way off. Because someone did blow through that line and get to the ball. Could have blocked it, but see what we got now. We have, of course, Chris lining up in the shotgun. Quentin behind him.
Blue Comets with the ball. Sorry, not Rodriguez. That's going to be Harding handing off to Quentin Harding. And he's still going. He's got his offensive line on his back. And that's a gain of about 14 yards. Boy, you got to love an offensive line that's literally behind you each play.
Gain about 13 on the play, 14 on the play, and about 7 or 8.
I thought he was just going to keep going forever.
Couldn't name them all. Going to be 1st and 10, Blue Comets. And that Q run is good for.
Now we have 2 in the backfield. We got Kate Small back there too.
Usually when that happens, Kate Small is the lead blocker. Give to Harding. Of course, Harding right down the middle. He's still going. Pick up of about 2 or 3.
That was a nice play design. They faked it to Kate and then handed it off. I was kind of confused there.
Gain of about 2 on the play for Quentin Harding. Also, I understand that my pronunciation of Nick Nabeza's last name may be off, so if you are listening online and are in the comments section of this live stream, please, by all means, let me know how the proper pronunciation is, and I will adjust accordingly.
It's a pass here.
Chris Harding tucks it and runs.
Loose is about back to the original line of scrimmage, I believe.
Yep, that's about right. Miege coming out strong on their defense as well. We talked about their defensive line.
I mean, that pocket was just exploded before it even started.
That's right. You got quite a few guys down there. You got number 87, Finn Kusick, and also number 84, Jeremiah Godfrey.
And they always bring their linebackers up to show blitz. I don't know if they're going to blitz or.
Looks like they are here. Coverage. Harding zips it right down the middle to Stevenson.
Elliott. He was bobbling it all the way down.
Hits him right in the chest. If it were a spear, it would have killed him. But somehow he brings it in and bobbles it. But yeah, pulls it in there, hits him right in the chest, almost catches it between his thighs and pulls it in.
The offensive line held up very good with that blitz right there.
Great awareness, great blocking by our offensive line. It's going to be first down Blue Comets right about the 49-yard line for Bishop Miege. Harding to Harding. He bounces out, still gets about a yard or 2 as he dives for it. Makes a second effort for it. Great second effort by Quentin Harding there. Blue Comet offensive line. Again, I feel like we're going to be talking about them a lot tonight. They're going to make a big impact on the outcome of this game.
Because, I mean, at the base level of football, the most important players are the offensive line and defensive line. They can really control the game.
That's right. You don't really hear their names nearly as often, but they're vital to any kind of team success. Back to Quentin, and he gets a big hole. Makes it to about the 40-yard line, shy of the first down by about a yard.
Now, Chanute does like to do the tush push.
That's true.
So we could see that.
About 3rd and 1.
They are bringing in another lineman for Elliott.
That's going to be Stephen Watson. Big kid for the Blue Comets.
Junior, I believe.
He is a junior. He's standing 6'4", 245.
Yeah, they'll run some trickery here. They got Nathan Wilson.
Looking long. Yeah, they had 3 in the backfield with Bilby, Small, and Harding. and trying to throw off Miege by making them think they were going to run it.
But I think they're very confident in their ability to get this first down no matter what, so they wanted to try that. Well, I've always seen, you see the tush push and stuff, and it works good, yeah, but the thing that I like the most is like something that Josh Allen, I've seen him do a couple times. They'll act like it. He'll kind of hit the line of scrimmage and then bounce it out to the right or left side.
Right. Harding, and he gets the first down. Looks like there almost could have been a false start there, but no call for the Blue Comets, so they're going to get a first down about 2 yards off that.
I think Bilby might have left a little early there.
Yeah, I think Chris Harding might have jumped a little early as well before the ball was actually snapped. Yeah, Bilby for sure. We saw that on the quick replay that you guys didn't see. So 1st and 10 for the Blue Comets from the 37-yard line.
I'd like to see him try to get Elliott working in the run game here soon.
Got Cade Small
because
on the end.
Always makes big plays when they bring him in motion.
Fake handoff. Harding going long to Stevenson. And it looks like he ran into a defensive player.
They were both playing the ball there.
That was Braden Lane playing defensive back there. Yeah, there would definitely be no call because of the inadvertent contact. Both of them were looking at the ball.
Yeah, weren't even looking at each other.
Would be considered an attempt at the ball. So
right,
2nd and 10. Once again at 37-yard line. Harding to Harding, right up the middle. Gets about a yard on that, but
kind of able to somersault forward to get more than he would have.
Stopped there right in the middle. I believe that was number 55, Devin Davis. That was on the stop. Only man there, ran right into the middle of them.
Now this is
Pardon me, that wasn't Devin Davis. That was Jeremiah Godfrey.
This is a difficult down.
It is. 3rd and long from the 36, 39, or sorry, 3rd and 9, rather.
3rd and about 8, Blue Comets from the Stag.
Remember last week we saw Elliott throw a pass. Let's see if they pull out some trickery like that to start this game.
I'm sure they'll save that for the second half. Harding, quick pass is going to be no good. That was an attempt to Nathan Wilson. And that's going to be 4th and 9, and Blue Comets, I mean, they're not really in a position to try to kick a field goal.
Yeah.
So they're going to either have to go for it or kick a really short punt.
But what they do a lot is they'll have Harding back there doing a hard count, trying to get him to draw off sides to make it more manageable. If they can't do that, he'll punt it. And we've actually seen him be an outstanding punter.
Right.
Like, I've seen him bury it beneath the 10-yard line several times. We'll see what they do here.
Looks like they're going to move into a punt formation. Timeout. Hard count didn't work. Timeout, Chanute. We're going to go ahead and take the timeout as well. We'll be right back right here on Comet Vision.
Looking for the right trailer for the job? Rome Motors and Trailer Sales has got you covered. Whether it's utility trailers, enclosed trailers, or heavy-duty equipment haulers, Rome Motors has the perfect trailer for your needs. And don't forget about their top skid steer attachments and durable sheds for extra storage. At Rome Motors, we're more than just a dealership. We're part of the community. Locally owned and operated, we're dedicated to providing reliable service and hometown support you can count on. Quality products, unbeatable service, and the local support you deserve.
2:33 left in the first quarter here. Still a no-point game. No score there. Blue Comets attempted a hard count to try to get Miege to jump off sides. Miege, great job of not falling for that. So Blue Comets, now we're going to see what they're going to do. They're going to settle for 4th and long, or if they're going to go ahead and punt. Pardon me, let me rephrase that. If they're going to attempt a 4th and long or settle for a punt. Looks like they're in formation to go for it.
Yeah, they're just doing the same thing.
Short punt all the way into the end zone, unfortunately. Stevenson couldn't quite get there fast enough. Probably one of the faster guys on the team.
That'll come out to the 20.
Yep. Bishop Miege to start at the 20-yard line. Blue Comet defense started out great at the beginning of the game. Miege did still make their way about the same distance down the field as Comets did just this last series. So just like we anticipated at the beginning of the game, very evenly matched teams here tonight.
Yep. It'll be a hard-fought game tonight.
Absolutely. Rodriguez in the shotgun. Also with him, Nick Nabezas. Fake handoff. It's going to be a shot to number 10, Jordan Ballard. He was second on our list for most receiving yards for the Stags this year, starting this game out with 630 yards on the year and 6 touchdowns himself. Rodriguez now back to Ballard for a second time. And as long as they can make those 7-8-yard plays, they're going to march down the field.
It seems like Bishop Miege is much more confident in their abilities to outlast Chanute going at this rapid pace, because they have just been in no huddle ever since the game started, and that's going to wear down both teams.
And unfortunately for the Blue Comets, their linebackers really have to step back. Dropped pass by Ballard for third time, going to Ballard. But like I was saying, Chanute's linebackers are going to have to step back a little bit to help cover the middle, which is leaving run room open for Rodriguez just about every time.
Just inside their own 39.
So then as a defensive line, do we collapse the pocket and let him run? Big stop by Bilby, I believe. Landon Bilby, great tackle there.
It's going to bring up 3rd and long.
That was Nick Nabezas trying to run down the middle, and he's stopped by Landon Bilby as well.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and long.
Now they're going to rush 3 here to try to protect the passing game, so we'll see.
Rodriguez over, and that's going to be a short throw. That was intended for number 5, Peter Gibson. Owen Luttrell there playing cornerback. And 4th and 4 for Miege. Sorry, not 4th and 4. It looks like 4th and 9, rather.
Looks like they're going to punt here.
Yeah, Miege is going to be forced to punt. That is too long of an attempt for 4th down for any team, really, especially in their own territory.
Now where Quentin and Elliott are, it looks like this guy might be a pretty good punter.
Luke Whitmore for the punt. And that's going to drop around the 33, 32, 31-yard line. They're going to try to wave it a little more. A little fun out there on the field.
Blue
Comets.
That's some good field position.
It
to start
is.
a drive.
It is really decent, better than what you get with the touchback. 31-yard line for the Blue Comets. Got a whole wide amount of field to go. As we talked about before, head coach Cleet Frizzell, I think he's going to be pretty adamant on sticking with a run game a majority of the time, because I think he's seen in some Bishop Miege film how decent their defensive backs can be. But he also knows how good of a runner Quentin Harding can be as well.
Yeah.
2 in the backfield for the Blue Comets. Fake handoff. Get it to Cade Small, and he picks up about 1.5 yards on the play. Getting helped up by Canton Fitzmaurice there, his offensive lineman. Cade Small, another one of those guys we talked about before that can catch the ball, and in this game right now currently playing as more of a fullback set.
He's kind of like the X factor for this team right now, especially in this game, because he's going to be looked at in the passing game. He's going to be running the ball. He's going to be blocking, and he's going to be making huge defensive plays on that defensive line.
Absolutely. Blue Comets with 3 spread, handing off to Quentin Harding up the middle. He gets a few yards. And he's going to be brought down about the 40-yard line.
That burst of speed just does not even look real.
It doesn't. He can just change directions in a moment. You saw Jeremiah Godfrey kind of cut him off on the outside, and Harding just switches it up right down the middle and picks up about 6 yards. Looks like we're going to have a timeout here. We're going to go ahead and take this timeout with them as well. Sorry, end of the quarter, rather. We'll be right back right here on Comet Vision.
Head to Swader Optical, where style meets vision. Dr. Derek Swader offers an incredible selection of frames, from Oakley and Nike to Kate Spade and Tory Burch. And don't miss out on Wiley X and many more stylish options. Dr. Swader is proud to support our local students at USD 413, ensuring they have a clear vision for a bright future. Visit Swader Optical today, where every frame is a perfect fit.
Flipping sides here. Blue Comets are going to be on the north side of the field this time, heading south on the 40-yard line. It's going to be third and about 1 for the Blue Comets here. See all of our bench players there, still getting plenty of time throughout the year.
See, it looks like they're going to line up in that tush-push formation.
I mean, they've had tons of success with it.
Oh, is he going to go under center, or is he going to like stay in the pistol? Yep.
He's taking his time. Chris Harding taking his time, getting under center. Push there, and it looks like he's not going to quite make it to the first down, and it's going to be 4th and inches here
now this
for
is
Chanute.
big.
He still had Bilby and Small and Harding behind him pushing, but yeah.
4th and a long one where they mark.
What do
that
you
ball.
do here? Do you punt or
Well,
do you try the inches?
At this point in the game, your defense has played outstanding. I punt this ball, play the field position game rather than trying to be too aggressive and giving them a 40-yard field to score a touchdown.
And that's exactly what head coach Cleet Frizzell is going to do, sending out the punt team.
Oh.
And switching things up a little bit.
Trickery. Uh-oh.
And Chris Harding gets it off just in time. Receiving the ball for the Stags is Taryn Jackson. There's a flag out on the play. Right about, looks like the flag's going to be right about the 29, 28-yard line.
That was so close.
It was incredibly close to getting blocked. We'll see what the officials say the call is going to be. Looks like it might be on Chanute here based on their body language. Ooh. Yeah, that was very close. Sorry, we're looking at a separate screen that we can see those. Oh, it is going to be on Miege.
I don't even know what that call is.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. I honestly could not tell you.
I don't know. Like,
Also on Miege, second
I don't know what
call.
the Flappy Bird penalty is.
So they called it unsportsmanlike conduct. That's what that flapping call is. And then a block in the back, both on Miege. So they're going to be backed up quite a bit. About the 16-yard line, their own 16-yard line. Rodriguez to start with the ball. He's also got Nebezas in the backfield with him. Rodriguez looking to pass. Gets it over to, that was Vinny George. Sorry, pardon me. No, that was Taryn Jackson with the reception. Gains of about 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 6 for the Stags.
What I've been looking at is big number 88 right there. That's Michael Blunt. He looks like he could be a factor in this game with the pass game and the block.
Little out route. Looks like that was over to Ballard. We've called his name a lot. They may be looking at him quite a bit this game. He's already had at least 6 or 7 passes thrown to him.
And they're back already running another play.
Nebezas. He gets stuck and thrown backwards. Number 77 for Chanute. That was Brady Alonso. Big boy. Throwing him back to the line of scrimmage.
Brady Alonso is He normally isn't the one that gets a lot of sacks, but he is always involved when they run the ball.
2nd and 8. Rodriguez has plenty of running room, and he goes down just, oh, they're going to give him that yardage. This is going to be a first down.
As we were talking
right about the 40-yard line.
Brady Alonso right there, he just got held bad.
Yeah, and the crowd's letting the refs know.
Quarterback has time, scrambles for the first down.
Rodriguez out route received. That's going to be Peter Gibson for the reception at the 50-yard line.
Peter Gibson.
Stags making quick yardage here.
Will be good for the first down.
This offense is moving faster than the guys with the chains.
Miege.
Rodriguez fake handoff. Gets it to a big tight end, Michael Blount. Sophomore tight end. He picks up about 9 yards.
It's a sophomore, 6'2".
6'2", 184.
Short of the first down marker.
It looks like they might bring the chains out to measure that.
Miege just inside.
Line ref wasn't sure if that's a first down or not.
Bishop Miege is,
And they are going to give him the first down.
Bishop Miege is running these chain guys out of breath. They've been hustling down the field with how fast this offense is.
A lot of complaints coming from the Chanute crowd. Rodriguez looking long.
He has him.
And that is caught.
Touchdown, an amazing
Taryn
throw.
Jackson dove for that reception right in the front corner of the end zone.
40-yard pass reception, good.
Boy, that was a great pass and a great catch. About a 40-yard pass there in the air. That's going to be 6 points for the Stags.
It's our first points of the game, and we're 16 minutes into it almost.
Field goal
Blocked.
is up.
Oh. Am I? I guess I'm blind.
And it is good. That was Luke Whitmore for the extra point. We're going to go ahead and take a 30-second break. We'll be right back right here on Comet Vision.
Looking for a new home built with care at Advanced Systems Homes, we've been family owned and operated for over 45 years. Our modular homes are custom designed to fit your needs with craftsmanship you can trust. As part of this community, we're proud to support our local schools and invest in the future of Chanute. When you choose Advanced Systems Homes, you're not just building a house, you're building a stronger community. Your home, your future, built by family. Advanced Systems Homes.
7-0 with 8:53 left here in the first half. Miege to kick the ball off. Luke Whitmore up for the kickoff for the Stags.
This is possibly the biggest drive of the game so far, because the Comets need to answer.
Absolutely.
With at least 3 points.
Kick is up, and it's going to go right into the end zone
Wow,
for a
I haven't seen
touchback.
that in a Chanute game this
Yeah, right. Great kick by Whitmore all the way across the field. So Blue Comets are going to come out, start at the 20-yard line.
Seeing him kick that extra point and then also kick that kickoff right there, I think that first field goal might have been blocked. With how far it was off and how Cade exploded through the line, I think that there might have been a block on that first field goal.
Honestly, I don't know. I didn't see it.
20-yard lines will be first and 10. Chanute Blue Comets from their own 20-yard line.
Blue Comets. Looks like there might be a little confusion on the field with the referees. Not sure what's going on. Line ref has not let the offensive line. It looks like Coach Cleet Frizzell was talking with one of the referees, so now the White Hat's going to come over and talk as well. Yeah, not exactly sure what's going on. Looks like a situation with the game ball they're trying to figure out.
Tom Brady here. We got the deflate gate. You know?
Okay. All right, looks like they're going to go ahead and go for it with whatever ball they have currently. Blue Comets got a 3 out. Cade Small up towards the line, lined up as kind of a tight end. And Quentin Harding brought down. That was number 6, Daniel Neenan, there for the stop. Looks like a loss of about half a yard there for Chanute.
Here comes Quentin Harding on the carry, hitting the line of scrimmage by Stags number 6, Daniel Neenan. That's going to bring up a second and about 10.
Second and 11-ish, 10, depending on how you look at it. If you round up, it's going to be 11.
I'm wanting to see some, like the screen passes that Chanute's normally doing to Elliott out there. We haven't seen any of that, or like the touch passes and the like jet sweeps to Elliott.
Harding looking across the middle. It gets tipped up by Stevenson. Fortunately, no Stags around to pick that off. Stevenson looking a little upset at himself that he didn't pull that in, because that went right through his hands.
I mean, it was a bullet and it was a little behind
Yeah,
it.
it was. That's tough, but still.
I mean, the golden rule is if it hits your hands.
Exactly. For any wide receiver, you know that if it touches your gloves, you should pull it in. Blue Comets third down, long third down, and about 10 or 11. Harding looking for the pass. Just had to get rid of it. Looked like he might have panicked a little too soon if he would have
there was some miscommunication.
gathered himself.
I think Elliott and Cade ran the exact same route.
Right.
And you see Elliott showing some frustration there.
Yeah, Elliott. Not Elliott. I think that was Cade and Nathan Wilson that basically ran into each other. I think they're supposed to run some type of cross route and just got mixed up there. Good punt by Harding. That's going to roll just past the 50, out of bounds. They're going to spot it right on the 50. And it's going to be first down halfway through the field for the Stags. Blue Comets can just throw that offensive series away. Forget that any of that happened. Going to come out on defense here, try to make a stop.
Just outside their own 49-yard
The
line.
pass game has just been picking them apart. Hope to see some better plays here from the linebackers and the defensive backs.
Number 13, John Watsky, there for the carry. And they're going to give him about a yard on the gain.
On the carry. Get in there for very little loss by Blue Comets.
2nd and 9 for the Stags.
Second and long.
Rodriguez still in shotgun. He's looking far side there.
Wide open. is
Yeah,
Ballard.
slips and falls. Jordan Ballard. It's going to be first down. It's tough for the Blue Comets. I feel like their secondary is not spreading out nearly enough, and you got too many guys following a single guy. Watsky down in the middle, and he's still going. Gets brought back. Going to pick up 2 on that play. We've talked about this throughout the regular season. Chanute's secondary is probably one of the biggest spots where they struggle, and Miege is really taking advantage of that right now. Jackson there.
But if you know Coach Frizzell, I think at halftime he's going to be able to make some great adjustments. Because it's just hard to make these adjustments during the game. So I think at halftime he'll be able to kind of switch up the game plan and figure out a way to slow down this passing offense. But first they got to stop him here.
Well, and that's definitely also going to be a job for defensive coordinator Kurt Sizemore. Gibson, rather, for The Stags with the catch. Stevenson brings him
He might
down.
have stepped out of bounds there.
It's hard to tell.
Just right there on the sideline.
Stags back up to the line real quick. It's the main part of their offense is backed up to the line quickly. Ball snap right down the middle for Nebezas. He gets to about the 4-yard line, just pushing his way past the Blue Comet defense.
Watch a little fade route from number 5 here, back of the end zone.
Nebezas again down the middle, and he's going to be brought back a little bit. I think they're going to give him a yard or two on that play. About the 3-yard line. 3rd and 2 for maybe 3rd and 1 for the Stags. Hopefully Chanute can stop them and really settle for at least a field goal here. Rodriguez back to Nebezas, and he is, looks like, might be right at the 1st-yard line, or the 1st down line.
Yep, 4th down. This is a huge play.
Yep, 4th in inches.
But it looks like
He's going for it.
they technically still could get a 1st down without getting in the end zone.
Right. All they got to do is get half a yard. And it looks like they might bring the chains.
We have an official timeout.
Might bring the chains out to really measure that. Yep, they want to make sure that they're not getting a 1st down, or that maybe they are. Yeah. Players got to get out of the way. So if the tip of the ball is past that marker, it looks like it's short by inches. So 4th and about 3 inches there for the Stags. And if they get that 3 inches, they get 4 more downs.
To get another 3 inches.
Exactly. Miege
Yeah, this is
still in their spread.
the biggest play of the game.
Blue Comets really have to do something here, while also not giving up any passing game.
Really got to sell out for the run and let the wide receivers work their magic.
Crowd behind them.
Or let the cornerbacks just take one-on-one.
Referees.
Sell out for this run here.
Yeah, referees really taking their time here. Oh, and the tight end.
Touchdown, I believe.
And, yep, they're going to give him the touchdown. That was
That's
touchdown
something-
for Michael Blount, the sophomore tight end.
I've always thought that just get your tight end there instead of your quarterback. Don't risk hurting your quarterback. Get a big lineman maybe
Right.
in there and have him run through him. Now, this extra point will make it 2-touchdown game.
Field goal attempt by Whitmore. It'll be his 2nd of the quarter. Oh, and that gets blocked. Quentin Harding out there tipped it, blocked it. Extra point is no good. We're going to go ahead and take a quick timeout ourselves. We'll be right back in about 30 seconds. Sorry about that lack of commercial there. We are having a little bit of technical difficulties here, so thank you for hanging in with us. Also, thank you to all 751 of you guys watching tonight right now. We see your comments in our comment section. We thank you for tuning into Comet Vision. As you can see in our little ticker at the bottom of the screen, this is an all-student ran production. Aside from myself, I am the teacher here at Chanute High School. But every student is running all these different positions here tonight, so thank you for supporting them. Kickoff into the end zone. Jalen Duncan there to receive it, but chooses not to.
Kind of misread it.
So Blue Comets, once again, are going to take it at the 20-yard line. Whole new set of downs. Looks like Coach Van An is giving Jalen a little bit of an earful, saying you really could have taken that and gone with it. So it is what it is. Moving on. First and 10 at the 20-yard line. Blue Comets also in their spread. Are they missing a person? No, they're not. I didn't see Cade Small there. Cade Small was behind one of the linemen. Quentin Harding with a gain of about 3 on the play. 2nd and 7.
Just under 5 minutes left in this first half.
24-yard line for the Blue Comets. Yeah, just under 4 minutes here. Blue Comets have plenty of time to still get on the board somehow. Harding in the shotgun, looking for it. He's going to miss right through the hands of Nathan Wilson. He's kind of beating himself up for that a little bit. It's going to be 3rd and 7.
Comets from their own 24-yard line.
Miege, their secondary, is doing a pretty good job of staying on top of these receivers here, making it difficult for Harding to find a target.
Yeah, every receiver, if they drop the ball or if they don't, they've had a defender right with them.
Harding
rolls out of the pocket,
gets it out.
That's
back
Cade.
to Cade Small.
I think they're going to give it to him.
And yeah, he picks up a first down by about a yard or two. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Great job there by Cade Small, turning up field after that catch. All it takes is one catch like that to get some momentum going. Blue Comets back to the line. Chris Harding now with the ball, hands it off to Quentin Harding, and he gets stopped.
You'll never bring him down, just like loss of progress or whatever. They just blew it dead.
Yep. Right back to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 2nd and 10. Didn't really lose any ground, didn't gain any ground.
But lost it down.
Unfortunately.
Blue Comets big Q hitting there but the line of scrimmage. By the Sags, going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Comets from their own 31-yard line.
Blue Comets, 2nd and 10. Shot down the field to Stevenson. That's going to be a gain of about 8 yards, 9 yards.
It's the best passing play we've seen from the Comets
for a little while.
High the first down mark. Bring up a 3rd and short. Comets inside their own 40-yard line.
Blue Comets 3rd and about 1. 1.5 there if we're being a little more precise.
With the tackle.
And they're going to give it to Harding, and he's going to be stopped shy. Looks like he got right back to the line of scrimmage. Got a few offensive linemen for the Blue Comets down as well. Boy, Miege really blew up that play quick.
Going to be 4th and inches. Comets right at the 40.
It's going to be, looks like we're going to be taking a timeout. Miege is going to be taking a timeout here, and we're going to go ahead and take the timeout with them. We'll be right back right here on Comet Vision.
For a fresh new look, come to The Cutting Edge, your go-to salon for style that turns heads. Whether it's
Okay, once again, sorry about that. We're gonna keep it right here. I'm gonna mute my mic. I'm gonna see if I can help fix what is going on with our commercials. So enjoy crowd noise until further notice.
No crowd noise, just Bryson. See this, about 2.5 minutes left. Comets have the ball, and they're capable of making drives last a while. If they're able to march down the field, they could easily make this last drive of the game. Looks like they're lining up in that tush push on 4th down. They're going to really play aggressive here, down 13. And they get it. They're moving. I don't know if he got it. We'll see what the referees call. Where Chris is. Nobody really knows yet. And they are going to give that to Bishop Miege. It's a turnover on downs for Chanute. And that's going to give Bishop Miege the ball in pristine field position. So now a big defensive drive is necessary to keep this game alive, get the momentum back in their favor. See what they plan on doing here. Lining up in the shotgun, likely to see a pass here. Quick throw to the right side. That's number 3. That's Taryn Jackson.
Pass complete to Jackson.
Now he is
Down in there by Blue Comet Trevor Fields.
the one, I believe. Yes, he is the one that has
Second about 4.
700 yards on the season. Adding to that here, and they're already running another play. That's Nabazis has the ball, and he's running. Got about 20 yards on that play. Huge run there. And they're going to get back to the line of scrimmage fast like they've been doing all game. They're already snapping the ball.
Rogers on the carry. Good for first down.
Timeout called by Chanute there. The speed at which they were picking up and getting back to the line just would have caused some confusion and led to that timeout. Now, this drive has been pretty dominant by Bishop Miege. We got the whole defense getting talked to right now. They're going to figure out something to try to slow them down. Only 14 yards left to go to the end zone for Bishop Miege. There's a minute 46. I think Chanute has one timeout left now. Getting back to the line. A minute 46. You could see Bishop Miege try to not let them get the ball back because the Comets get the ball in the second half. So if Bishop could slow this down, it'd be very, very good for them. Having Nabazis in the backfield. And then little naked bootleg, they get it out. 2 widers, that's the tight end, 88. And he gets into the end zone.
Pass, good for the touchdown.
Gets hit, does a twirl and gets in the end zone. That's Michael Blount there. Well, it looks like the officials might be communicating. Because the way that when he got hit, the way that his body kind of turned around, the ball might have been stopped at the 1 yard line because it's the ball that has to cross the plane, not just the player. Seems like they are just going to leave it called as a touchdown. Last time they went for an extra point, he got blocked. Let's see what they can do here. That is up and good. Bishop Miege takes a 20-point lead with a minute 36 left in this first half. The Comets have really got to get something going, get some positives going for leading into that second half, bring the momentum with them because they get the ball back, of course. Now, the momentum really can be flipped in a number of ways. Their kicker has been kicking it pretty deep, but if we are able to return this one, the Comets could, a good return could really set up this offense to make some differences going into this second half. All the Chanute fans getting up on their feet for this kickoff. Chanute's going to need this crowd to stay up and active for this game to give them some more momentum. And the kick is off, and it is up. It looks like Jalen Duncan's going to return it. He catches it at about the 7-8 yard line. Spins away from a tackler. Looks like he got right back to the 19-20 yard line. That's where the Chanute Blue Comets offense is going to take over.
Kickoff number 13, Jalen Duncan on the return. Duncan brings it out to the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Obviously, this drive is huge for this first half. Looks like we're going to be lining up in the shotgun with Cade on the right side of Chris and Quentin on the left. Snaps the ball, hands it off to Quentin. Quentin has a pretty big hole, and he runs through a tackler there. Gets about 6 yards. Good play there, but they are going to have to kind of play at more of a Bishop Miege pace if they want to get down the field and get into the end zone. But they also might just be kind of running out this clock, trying to just take it into the half, make their adjustments. We'll see what they plan to do here.
We got a second and 3, Blue Comets.
7-yard run. Harding steps back, looks to launch it to Elliott deep down the field, and it is just out of reach. He could not get to it. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3.
Over the fingertips of open Elliott Stevenson. That's going to bring up a 3rd and short. Blue Comets just inside their own 27.
We're looking at what they will do here because they don't want to give the ball back to Bishop Miege with a lot of time left on the clock. So, and it's a 3rd and short situation, so you may see them hand the ball off here to Quentin, try to get that first down and waste some clock. No, they are going to pass it to Elliott over the middle. He brings it in. I don't know if they're going to call him.
That's going to be very close to the first down marker. And Blue Comets going to run right up to the line to see if they could try to snap it before they bring the chains out. It's like Chain Gang already has it, moved to switch to a first down.
But I don't think they're there.
It's very close.
Yeah, they're bringing
chains out to measure.
Kind of scared me there when you just came back.
Sorry, didn't mean to startle you. That's going to be a first down.
That's huge.
That is big for the Blue Comets. They really needed that this half. 44 seconds left. Still about 70 yards of field to go. Blue Comets need to make some big gains in order to have a chance to score before half. Four out spread. Stevenson trying to gain his footing to cut back. Slips right about the 35-yard line.
Comets only have one timeout left, so they are going to just keep hurrying up.
Still in double slots here. Harding getting it off fast. And right into the hands of Nick. Sorry, not Nick. That's going to be number 28, maybe? 29? 28. Isaac. Oh, that's a good one. A Shellbrenner. Sorry, Isaac, for possibly mispronouncing your name, but Blue Comets really wanted some yardage there and risked quite a bit for it, and that risk did not pay off. Miege ran it out of bounds right about the 24-yard line.
And they still have 14 seconds.
14 seconds.
And 3 timeouts. So don't go now, folks, because we still have a lot that can happen here.
Just outside the 23.
And he is brought down. He throws it backwards.
Looks like they're going to call him down before he even lost the ball.
Blue Comets all over
They are
the Miege backfield.
calling him down at, that's a good loss of about 7 or 8.
That was a great play there. 5 seconds left. Put Chanute's wide receivers in the end zone. Tell them to just go get the ball.
That's right.
Because I don't know. They did try kick from just about this distance. It was a 40-yarder. Actually, this would be a little longer than that. This would be,
Well, based on his kickoffs, I'm sure he could hit about a 45-yard field goal.
yeah, this would be it would be right at 45 yards. They're putting it up to 9 seconds.
Loss of 6 on the
9
field.
seconds.
Timeout before call can be made.
2nd and 15 is what they're giving him.
And 17.
Again with, looks like they got one time. Each team has one timeout left.
See,
With a single timeout, you can get close to the sideline
there's,
in about 3 or 4 seconds.
a quick little out route here to somebody, get out of bounds, or just you still have that timeout, call it timeout.
There's way too much
You can get
field
closer.
open in the middle.
Yeah, like they could just run Blount down the seam here.
Oh, hits him right in the head. That was number 2, Jeremiah Johnson. Took his head off there. Wasn't even paying attention. Rodriguez tried to get it off quick to gain as much ground as he could.
But now with 6 seconds left, you really can only get one play off. And back there within the 10-yard line, Chanute's got 4 players back there, including Elliott. But they do throw it short.
Back to Johnson. He gets down, and they're going to call a timeout.
With 2 seconds left.
With 2 seconds, yeah.
And they're
right
gonna
at
bring the field goal unit on.
15-yard line. Plenty of space for them to kick the field goal. Luke Whitmore is 2 for 2 tonight from field goal, whether that's extra point or not. We're going to have
No, they
Landon.
missed one.
He missed one down here, and he got another one
Oh,
kicked, or blocked, rather. I don't know if you would consider that 2 for 2
Or 2 for 4.
or 2 for 4, yeah, rather. So, Miege taking a timeout. Blue Comets, I assume, going to give all the effort they have to try and not let them score one last time before going into the locker room. We saw the blocked field goal earlier by Quentin Harding
And especially in high school and college, these field goals are tough.
They
The
are.
hashes are so much wider than they are in the NFL. Like, because he's gotta really angle this. The closer you get, the harder it gets. It is up.
And it's going to be good.
And that is going to end this first half, 23-0, Bishop Miege on top. We'll be back for the second half shortly.
Is a celebration to honor America's veterans for their patriotism, love of country, and willingness to serve and sacrifice for the common good. The Blue Pride is under the leadership of drum majors Jack Pickle and Bella Godinez, drum captain Matty Lowry, woodwind captain Raleigh Holcomb, brass captain Wyatt Scott, and guard captain Abby Fisher. From the bottom of our hearts, we thank you for your contributions and your sacrifice. Please enjoy a salute to freedom. And remember to go support our friends in the Wizard of Oz tomorrow night at 7. Thank you, Blue Pride and Director A.J. Buse. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would please direct your attention to midfield as the Chanute Blue Comet cheer team will perform a routine choreographed by their coach, Zoe Stewart.
Back here in the second half, 24 more minutes of gameplay. Chanute Blue Comets down 23-0 against the Bishop Miege Stags. Miege coming out per usual, playing phenomenal football, marching down the field. Blue Comets went to the locker room halftime. It'd be interesting to know what coaching staff had a talk with them about, but ultimately what I would like to know is what exactly they're going to do about their performance in the first half.
Especially how they're going to try to control the Bishop Miege pass game.
That's right. Jalen Duncan with the kickoff return. Right up the middle, gets hung up right about the 18-yard line, goes down about 19. That's what they're going to give him. 1st and 10, basically from the 20. Blue Comets need to really come out strong now. 23-0.
Bites the ball out to the Blue Comets.
They got to score, and they got to score
And
quick.
it's going to be 1st and 10. Chanute
Biggest
Blue
thing that I would say to the Comets, if they could hear me right now, is don't let your demeanor get down. Don't let Bishop Miege see you look like you're struggling, like you're down on yourself. Keep your heads up. Keep working hard. Gwynn Harding gets about 2 on that play.
And they, obviously being down this much, you're going to need to pass the ball, but they need to not just completely abandon the run game and keep giving the ball to the playmakers and try to make some plays.
Right. Blue Comets 2nd and 8.
See what they got. They got Cade lining up in that kind of tight end spot. Chris in the shotgun with Harding to his left. Hand it off to Quentin, tries to bounce it to the outside. Somehow squeezes through a couple of defenders. Gets right back kind of out to the 20, which was the original line of scrimmage. So now it's a long 3rd and 10.
Loss of about 2 there. Blue Comets. They feel like they're in a tough spot here. Their running game's not really working as well as we thought, really. But they really can't air it out all that much either because Miege's secondary is still very good.
And they blitz hot and heavy.
Harding scrambling out. He's got to get it off. Unfortunately, he's going to go down about the 8-yard line. Huge loss. It's not going to help their situation. Punt team is going to come out right away.
It's going to bring up like a 4th and over 20.
About 20 is
gonna
what
be
that's at.
Punting from their own end zone here.
Yeah, about 4th and 22. Harding in his own end zone to punt.
Chris Harding to punt from the own end zone.
Punt is high
Gets it away.
and deep. It's not going to take a Chanute bounce, and it's going to stop about the 40-yard line. Amazing field position for the Stags here tonight. Blue Comet defense.
Ball down by Blue Comets' Jalen Duncan on the 39-yard line.
Blue Comet defense now and really needs to step up and do something themselves. One interesting thing that I've noticed is that Miege has enough guys on their team that they don't have very many guys aside from some of their linemen that play both sides of the ball like Chanute does.
So that's another reason why they're able to do this hurry-up offense. And
Absolutely.
stay fresh, but that's just draining the Comets' offense and defense.
Canton Morris on the tackle there. Gain of about 4 or 5. First down for Taryn Jackson out at the 28-yard line.
Good for the first down.
Once again, Miege just marching downfield.
Blue Comets throwing lateral, chases him out of bounds.
Handoff to Nambezas, and he gets about 7 yards off of that one, gets taken down with aggression.
Q was the last guy to beat there.
Quentin Harding, and that's a hard guy to beat, both speed and tackling wise.
Vassal's on the carry. We'll bring up a second and about 3. Hit there by Quentin Harding.
Flag on the play.
On the play.
See who that's going to be on.
False start, offense.
That's going to be false start on the offense, so they're going to be moving back 5 yards, so that gain is borderline for nothing. So second and about 8 for the Stags. Rodriguez with the ball, fake handoff. Going long there. Jalen Duncan right on top of Michael Blount. Blount still with the reception, brings it down. It's going to be 3rd and 4.
Kind of just like
3rd and
boxed
3
them
rather.
out right there and just waited for the ball and went up and got it.
Yeah. Basically posted up. Nabezas gets brought down about the 18-yard line, right around the first down marker. And they're going to go ahead and give him the first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 18 for the Stags as they just keep rolling.
Going to be 1st and 10. Miege on the blue comment, 18-yard line.
Rodriguez hands off to Nabezas. He gets brought down within a yard.
Garrett again.
Garrett Love on the stop there. Great ankle tackle.
Blue comments,
Nabezas
Garrett
almost
Love.
was able to jump over him,
Pass
but
off a little right,
Love's a
line of
very
scrimmage,
strong
Garrett
kid.
on the play. It's going to bring a 2nd and long. 9.
Rodriguez steps back for the pass. Looking for the short dump out to Nabezas, and he gets quite the gain off of that. Gets about 15 yards. And he's going to come down, and he's going to stay down a little bit. Going to need help up, but he's going to looks like someone's getting a phone call on the screen or on the loudspeakers, but he's going to be brought down about the 3-yard line. So 1st down and goal from the 3 as the Stags have a whole head of steam on top of this Blue Comet defense.
That ball is placed on. Looks like about the 3 to 4 yard line will be 1st and goal. Miege.
Handoff right up the middle. That was to John Watsky, and he's brought down about the 1-yard line.
We haven't really seen a whole lot of Vinny George tonight.
Yeah, that's been really interesting. Vinny George, he hobbled out with a sore ankle. We saw him limping a little bit, and that's going to be a touchdown for John Watsky.
There is a flag on the field, but it is for too many players. We had a Chanute guy hustling to get off the field, but couldn't get off in time, and they threw that flag. They're going to decline it, and it's going to be a touchdown.
Watsky getting mauled by his own teammates on the sideline. Young freshman standing 5'7", 141. Big moment for him. Field goal coming up, extra point by Luke Whitmore. He's been doing pretty solid so far tonight. 3 for 5 from his field goals. Now 4 for 6. So that's going to be another touchdown for the Bishop Miege Stags. We'll be right back here in just a little bit. Miege out to kick off. Luke Whitmore, fantastic kicker for the Stags, by the way. Got quite the boot on him.
I wonder if they have a soccer team.
They do, yes.
They do?
Yeah. Whitmore for the kick. Again, long bomb all the way to the end zone. Looks like Harding took one slight step into the end zone. They called it a touchback.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Apparently. Welcome to high school. Blue Comets get the ball on the 20-yard line. Bryson, at this point, how do you get past the emotional aspect of being down 30-0?
I mean, a lot of our players are seniors, and they just got to realize this may be the last time they're out on a football field, and they got to just play with their whole heart.
Right.
And leave it out there on the field.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely tough seeing your last game of your high school career in view. Cade Small with the drop on the little out route out in the flats there. Just kind of bounced off his chest. Mental mistakes has kind of also been a big part of Blue Comets' game tonight on both sides of the ball. It's a tough way to spend a sectional game, but there's still plenty of time to get things together. Just under 7 minutes, rather, left in the third quarter. Blue Comets 2 out. Gets it to Quentin. Quentin gets held up and gets suplexed himself as well. Number 55. That's going to be Devin Davis. On the stop. Grabbed Harding by the wrist and just pulled him in. It's a tough play. Great job by the defense.
Great tackle there. Not an easy guy to tackle, especially
No,
like that.
not at all. Blue Comets, 3rd and 11.
And about 11, Blue Comets from their own 19.
Pass is caught. Looks like they might give Stevenson that first down right at the 30-yard line. Got brought back a little bit, but yep, White Hat's going to give him a first down. They're going to move the chains.
Elliott Stevenson is good for his Chanute Blue Comet.
Blue Comets regathering. Miege still doing their thing. Again, very renowned football program here from Miege. Those of you who know a little bit about Miege's history, they won the 4A state championship as we have a caught ball by Cade Small. And he picks up a lot of room, gets hit in the knee, and he is slow to get up. Hobbling along there.
I think he could break his leg in 4 places and he'd still run to that line of scrimmage.
That's a tough play right there. As I was saying, though, Miege won 4A state championships all the way from 2014 to 2019, all in a row.
That's impressive.
Very impressive program. They've
like
always
that,
gone
like,
very deep into the playoffs as well.
Incredible. Because that's like a whole different group of players by the time you get to the end.
I believe their volleyball team has also won state for the past 3 years. Wow. So, great athletic program in general from the
play put some
Harding.
Juice into Quentin.
Harding, he's still going. He's got a lot of room, and he makes it all the way down to the 22-yard line. 21-yard line, rather. Chanute waking up a little bit here in the third quarter. Giving a little bit of excitement to our crowd as well. Great pickup by Quentin Harding.
Yeah, that's a huge play. I mean, this is the momentum they needed to get under him.
We got trips left for Blue Comets. Probably look them, little screen pass there to Harding. And he's still going, makes it back to the line of scrimmage before he steps out.
Pass complete in the flat 2, Blue Comets, Quentin Harding.
Quentin, great effort to make it back. Again, like I said, to the line of scrimmage before getting pushed out of bounds. You can always expect that from him. Second effort, third effort kind of guy. We talked time and time again throughout the entire season that you can hardly ever take him down the first time.
Yeah, and you can hardly ever take him down with one man.
Exactly. Chris Harding with the ball looking deep, right off the hands of Cade Small. Incomplete pass, though, fortunately for the Blue Comets. That was almost intercepted by C.J. Hess, rather. C.J. Hess there. He tried to pull it off like he caught it, but that referee saw it fall in between his legs. Second chance here for the Blue Comets. Shot blocking, roughing the passer. Sorry, I totally read that hand signal wrong. Roughing the passer on the Stags. So Blue Comets get a first down. And it's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 11-yard line. So they're kind of in the same position as Miege was last half.
Like they can still get the first down, but
yeah,
more likely than not, if they get the first down, they're getting in the end zone.
Chanute really doing work marching downfield here. Harding rolls out to the right a little bit, screen pass to Quentin, and it bounced off of his fingertips. That's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 11.
Pass intended for Blue Comets senior Quentin
And
Harding falls incomplete.
Harding, always a little frustrated himself on that end.
But he's a good player at having a short memory and really getting over that
Exactly.
as soon as the next play starts.
Receiving's not his greatest skill, but toughness is. 2nd down. Blue Comets, 2 on the near side. We got Cade Small right behind the line of scrimmage. Handed off to Quentin Harding, and he goes up the middle, gets a few yards up there, 6-7 yards. Looks like a couple Miege guys are hopping in it, thinking that there might have been a fumble. And Cade Small comes up with it. So there might have been.
Off of Peyton Anderson and Garrett Love, pounds his way up the middle for a gain.
Great job by the Blue Comet offensive line for, they're taking a beating down there, but they're still
hanging in there.
And they're hanging in there real well. See Jeremiah Johnson there on screen calling for a pass, saying watch for the pass, talking to Braden Lane. And sure enough, Chris Harding gets it off. Another interception. Tried to thread it in there. Interception by Johnson himself. The one who read the play, knew it was coming. Right place, right time. And all that momentum turned around for the Blue Comets. That's tough for a Blue Comet fan. Pretty good sized Miege crowd tonight as well. Thank you to all of you that came out tonight. I understand they don't hear me, but it is what it is. Miege from their own 20. Handoff to Nabezas, gets stuck by Harding, and he's going to get thrown back a little bit. Great job by Quentin to let go. You can tell that he really wanted to slam him. Stags back to the line real quick again.
Good dunks. Stephen Watson.
Rodriguez
And Big Key
looking
on that
short.
top.
Gets it over to Gibson.
Complete.
Turned his head before he got the ball.
Yeah, that's
Peter Gibson.
it's another no-no for receivers.
Pass will be incomplete.
So 3rd down,
3rd and 7.
7 yards to go
Stags from their own
for the
23.
Stags. Blue Comets, widespread defense right now. coming off the edge. And Rodriguez just kind of throws it away. Smart, because Bilby was right there, right on top of Michael Blount. So that would have been a tough catch for Blount. Brady Alonso also there on the outside defensive end, giving Rodriguez quite a bit of pressure. I'm kind of surprised there hasn't been more holding calls this game on either side of the ball.
Yeah, it's been a fairly clean game the entire time.
Stags to punt. Stevenson with a punt return. He's going to make it down to about the 36, 37-yard line. They'll give him the 36.
Stevenson on about a 15, 16-yard return.
And Blue Comets in great field position.
Takes the ball into
Kind of
Miege
flipped the
territory.
script on Miege a little bit.
Just got to take care of the ball and get into the end zone.
Absolutely.
Knocked out of
Keeping up the
bounds.
pressure. And
Miege, number 6,
Blue
Danny
Comets into the huddle to
That's going to be a Chanute
regroup.
Comet first down, just outside. Bishop
Again,
Miege,
one of those
45-yard line.
instances where the last series did not end the way that you wanted. In fact, it ended the exact opposite way that you wanted.
But it started out
Started
all
out
the
great.
way until that interception. It was the best drive this
Amazing
Thomas team's
momentum.
put together.
Yeah, absolutely. Started at the 20-yard line, made it all the way down to at least the 3. Blue Comets in shotgun per usual. 2 on the near side. Cade Small, lead blocker, lobs it up. And it gets it to Elliott Stevenson for the touchdown. Chris Harding to Elliott Stevenson. 36 yards in the air.
Incredible throw.
Stevenson puts the Blue Comets on the board 4-6. That's got to do something for your teams. Lawrence Cheney out for the extra point. Cheney's kick is up, and it's good. 7 points for the Blue Comets. They're on the board. Things are turning around a little bit for them. We'll be right back. Blue Comets for the first time to kick after a touchdown tonight. Lawrence Cheney and kickoff team lining up now. Stags got Jackson in the backfield along with, it's hard to see who that is on the far side. Short kick. Was it Faircott? Looks like it might have been Faircott right about the 30-yard line. That's exactly where they're going to place it. So Miege on their own 30-yard line, 70 yards to go for their own end zone. Blue Comets defense coming out, looking to make another stop like they did last series. 3 and out. Set them up for a touchdown. Still 2:44 left in the third quarter. Stags have 2 out on the near side and 1 on the far side with the tight end lined up. Long pass to Gibson, and that's going to be overthrown. Incomplete. As long as the Blue Comets can keep getting pressure like that. Quentin Harding right there. Still, honestly, not quite close enough. Yeah, also had Owen Luttrell on defense there.
If the throw was a yard shorter, that's a huge play there for Bishop Miege.
Absolutely. You had a little cross route over there. You had Gibson obviously running deep, and then you had Jordan Ballard running the out route. Now we got trips on the near side. That's Ballard. He gets stuck. The gain of about 7, maybe 8. 8-yard gain.
Number 10, Jordan Ballard.
Jordan Ballard, we've heard his name a lot this game.
Going to be a game of about 7 on the play, 3rd and a short.
Rodriguez in the shotgun. Hands off to Nabezas, my bad. Nick Nabezas picks up the first down. He's been having a great run game today, especially in place of Vinny George, who we haven't seen since the first quarter. Nabezas switching side. Rodriguez going long. And that's going to be caught by Taryn Jackson at the 8-yard line. Trevor Fields makes the ankle tackle there to prevent a touchdown.
A great pass here.
Taryn Jackson, we talked about him earlier. He's not very big, but he's super quick. And Rodriguez just has that arm to air it out for him to just catch up down the field. Rodriguez zips it in there just off the fingertips of Jackson again.
Fully stretched out, trying to make that play.
Fully stretched out, yes, indeed. Got fingertips on the ball there. Could not pull that in.
Ball's incomplete. That's going to bring up a 2nd goal.
Miege back in the shotgun, 2nd down and 10, or sorry, 2nd and goal rather, from the 9-yard line. Brought down at the 5. That's Nabezas again. He's averaging about 5 to 6 yards per run tonight.
Going to be Miege's 3rd and goal.
And doing a lot for this Stags offense.
Bad on the 6-yard line.
Blue Comets. Looking at the defense lined up to the right. Rodriguez rolling out left, and he is untouched. Walks into the end zone. Landon Bilby could not quite get to him. Rodriguez just a little too fast.
Marco Rodriguez on the touchdown.
And it's another 6 points for the Stags. Looks like you had Bilby right there waiting for the little lob from Rodriguez. Not focused on making the tackle, but ultimately Rodriguez just tucked it and ran. Field goal is good by Whitmore. It's going to make a 37-7 ball game. Less than a minute in the 3rd quarter. We'll be back in just a minute. Bishop Miege to kick off here with a minute left in the 3rd quarter. To receive for the Blue Comets, we have Quentin Harding and Jalen Duncan, both very, very quick individuals. Jalen, also a track star here at Chanute High School. Kick is off. And it's going to be out of bounds, which is going to be a flag.
We'll get it at the 35.
35-yard line for the Blue Comets.
Flag out of bounds will place the ball on the Blue Comet 35-yard line for a first down Chanute.
Miege out here, their defense has been pretty spectacular. Blue Comets taking advantage of certain aspects of their defense here in the last few minutes of this game. But ultimately, Miege has not let Chanute make much ground a majority of the game. Chanute has had to settle for some punts. Chris Harding getting absolutely swarmed for a loss of 12 on the play. It's hard telling who missed the block. It's hard to do anything from Chris Harding's point of view when you got 2 or 3 big guys running right at you. Blue Comets now. 2nd and 22 from the it's from the 24-yard line. Pardon me, 2nd and 21 rather. They're really going to have to make some ground. Lobs it up. 3rd interception of the game, intended for Elliott Stevenson.
There is a flag on the field here.
There was, yes.
There is a flag on the play.
Looked like it was about where Stevenson was when it was intercepted, which tells me it could be potential holding, yeah, defensive pass interference. See what the referees say. That was number 87, Finn Cusick.
Not
with
agreeing.
The reaction. Chris Harding a little lackadaisical with that pass there. Some type of...
So there's going to be holding on both teams. It's going to offset, just be a replay of the down.
Replay of the down, that's right. So it looked like, looking at the previous play, it's hard to tell who that would have been on, because you had Daniel Neenan covering Stevenson there on the play. So who knows?
2nd down. Comets from their own 24.
Blue Comets lining up. Harding looking for someone, gets it off to Quentin Harding, and he doesn't get much.
Just gets wrapped up
further
immediately.
Back to the line of scrimmage there. It's going to be 3rd and long once again for the Blue Comets. 3rd and 21. Going to be a timeout on the field. Or sorry, not a timeout, into the 3rd quarter. So they're going to flip sides. We're going to stay right here. Blue Comets, boy, their body language is hard to, it's hard to watch. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, it's just been a rough night for them.
Yes. Fortunately for them, though, they still have a whole 12 minutes to make some kind of effort to narrow this deficit. So they're going to get their ball on, once again, their own 22-yard line here on the south side of the field. So 3rd and 21 here. Stags looking pretty comfortable out there on defense.
And they have all day.
To everybody in the comments section of this live stream, we appreciate your kind words of our live stream. Like I said, this is all students running this live stream. I am the only adult here I teach this television broadcasting class at Chanute High School. So again, we appreciate your guys' kind words. And once again, thank you for watching. Blue Comets on their own. 22. Harding dropped the ball. Just launches it. And it's going to be short. Young quarterback move to just launch it in the air. It was a dangerous play.
But in a
Stevenson,
desperation time like this, it's
kind of a hope and a prayer one, lobbing it up. Stevenson, you can see the frustration on his face. Blue Comets now elect to punt the ball. Which I don't blame him. 4th and 21.
Yeah, it's a
not really going for it.
Pretty difficult
punt is off.
Distance to get. Pretty good punt.
Great roll, goes out about the 35-yard line. In fact, that's exactly where they're going to put it. Jalen Duncan there with the ball. Blue Comet defense coming out on the field. Hopefully they had a little bit of a rest to turn around and do something. We have all of our starters out there at the moment. You know, we talked about earlier, again, we still have a majority of our players, majority of our starters are actually playing both sides of the ball. They look tired.
And a majority of them are senior players.
We do have quite a few seniors out there on the field right now. Stevenson, Harding, that's Quentin Harding, Bilby, Latrell,
Trevor,
Fields, yes.
I think
Garrett Love, Canton Fitzmaurice.
Brady Alonzo is out there. He is not a senior.
Cade Small. A majority of our offense and defense are seniors. So this is definitely tough for them. I've definitely been in their shoes, and it's not an easy thing to finish a game strong when you don't see light all that much. But they're still doing a great job. Jackson with the reception. Yeah, great juke. And he gets the ball out of bounds at the 34-yard line, 33-yard line maybe. Taron Jackson, there's obviously a reason why he has such the stats that he does. It's very shifty, very quick. Has great hands. Rodriguez, hands off. The Bezos, and he gets stuck by Quentin Harding.
Here comes big Hughes, stands with a good form tackle.
Harding out there. I love Harding's mentality. Again, you can see in his body language that he is not happy right now, but he's still given so much effort.
He is.
If he's going to go down, he's going to go down fighting.
He's going to go down swinging.
First and 10 from the 23-yard line. 24-yard line, rather. That's going to be John Watsky, and he's brought down at the 18-yard line. We saw him with the touchdown in the third quarter there a while back, right out of the half. They're putting him in more and more. Pretty decent runner for a freshman. A lot of their rushers are real young guys, freshmen, sophomore. I don't think, other than Rodriguez, I haven't seen anybody run the ball that's older than a sophomore. Watsky out. Ooh. Michael Blount out there. It looked like he might have thrown a couple fists.
Looks like it was Garrett that was involved in that.
Yeah, it's hard telling what was going on. We'll have to look back on it on our end. No flags though, so I'm not really sure. I mean, coach pulled him off for a second. Blount's back in the game.
Miege just outside the cover.
Great block there. A few more yards for the Stags. Yeah, Blount, looking at the replay, Blount totally threw a couple of fists. Hit Garrett Love right in the helmet about twice. Referees didn't see it. Looks like head coach John Holmes got out, gave him a talking to real quick.
And it's going to be a first and goal from the 10.
Well, he's lucky he's not ejected for that. Nabezis with the ball. Again, a couple more yards for the Stags. Second and goal from the 8-yard line.
It's nice to see these Bishop Miege players showing a lot of sportsmanship, and like the quarterback just helped pick up some defenders and stuff, and you know.
Yeah, very disciplined players for sure. Rodriguez, quarterback keep, and he goes down at the 3-yard line. And he's relaxing down there for a second. I wouldn't assume that he's hurt. He's just catching his breath.
Looked like he was dead.
Rodriguez taken down on. It's like the 4-yard line will be a third and goal.
Stags back up to the line. Really taking their time now. They're running a lot of time off the clock, not really hurrying like they have been a majority of the game.
He was probably just messing with his coach's blood pressure there.
Right. That's going to be Owen Luttrell on the tackle for Nabezis. He goes out right about the little before the line of scrimmage. A little before the line of scrimmage, so that's going to be just shy, actually a yard loss. So it's going to be 4th and 4 from the goal line, or 4th and goal from the 4, rather. We'll shuffle to the right. It looks like they might hand it off here. That's going to be Jackson with the ball, and he goes down. That's going to be a turnover on downs. So Blue Comets take over on the 5-yard line, it looks like. Maybe 4. Might be the 4-yard line. Jackson a little frustrated there, heading back to the sideline.
Looked like he slipped there.
He did. I mean, that's tough. Players are doing that all the time. It's unfortunate, but it does happen. So,
the first and 10 Comets turnover on down.
Blue Comets not necessarily in the greatest spot though. So 1st and 10 from their own 4. So they're really going to have to push the ball here to get a little bit of breathing room. Hand it off to Harding. He jumps to the outside. He's still on his feet, gets past the 10, goes down at the 14, picks up 10 on the play. They might give him the first down. They haven't signaled it yet.
Blue Comets Quentin Harding on the carry.
2nd down. Oh, no, they did give him the first down. 1st and 10 from the 15.
Is good for another Chanute. Blue Comets.
14, depending on how you look at it. It's about halfway in between.
Out to their own
Blue Comets.
15-yard line.
Back to the line. Harding, Quentin Harding, looking at his arm a little bit like he got scraped up there. Chris looking out to Stevenson. Stevenson pushing about 5-6 more yards upfield. They'll call him down at the 21. 2nd down.
Pass complete to Blue Comets. Elliott Stevenson.
2nd and 4 for the Blue Comets. Just under 8 minutes left in the game. Sectionals here at Chanute High School. Coming into the playoffs, Miege was ranked 15th in the East, and they have worked their way up. And seems to be like they're working their way towards regionals now. Chanute started at 3rd in the East. Hand off to Harding, right up the middle. He gets a first down, and then some.
Very good run there from Quinn.
That'll be 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line, 28-yard line rather. Blue Comets still making plenty of headway. Like to see them get on the board at least one more time before the game ends. Chris gets the ball tipped. Looks like that was Daniel Neenan that got his hand up on that. Tipped it just enough to prevent Elliott Stevenson from getting that catch. Refs had to get Garrett Love kind of out of the way. We've seen his passion that he's had for his players, his teammates, his team in general. You love to see guys with that kind of passion. Second down and 10. Harding hands it off to Small. Small right up the middle, gets a few yards. He was down on the ground. Miege thinks that he had fumbled
They're calling it
beforehand.
down. They call him down by contact.
Down by contact. Yes, that is right. Small. Great job of. Man, it's tough. I know I wouldn't be able to hold on to a ball trying to run through 7 or 8 basically grown men.
Yeah.
So great job of falling on top of that and creating the down by contact. Blue Comets, 2 spread down low. Small and tight end set. Stevenson curls back around, gets the first down. And he's going to be down about the 48-yard line. First down for the Blue Comets. Great job by him. Most receivers would have kept running towards the sideline, but he has enough great awareness to be able to cut back and make his way upfield. First down. Miege seeming a little more relaxed on defense this series. Another spread too wide on the far side of the field. Kate Small still in the wide receiver, in the tight end set. Harding looking long, gets the ball off, tries to zip it in there to Trevor Fields, and that goes right through his hands. Harding might have thrown that a little hard for his liking.
Just been a struggle bringing in these receptions tonight.
That's right. A lot of drop passes, especially right through the hands of your key receivers that normally don't. Second and 10. Still from the 40, I guess that was 47-yard line. I was off on that. Trips right. Harding launching it downfield. Stevenson right off his fingertips. Almost had it. Would have been a huge gain for the Blue Comets. Going to be third down.
Mighty close. Just in and out of the arms of Blue Comets senior Elliott Stevenson.
Stevenson, definitely your go-to receiver for this Blue Comet squad. Very strong kid, very fast, has great hands.
He's a track star and he's going to be the leader of the basketball team this December.
Absolutely. Practice starts on Monday.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Man, that's a quick turnaround for Elliott.
You going out this year?
Can't say I am. Don't want to embarrass him.
All right. Why don't you just simmer down? Chris Harding cuts up through the middle, gets away from the defense, runs it upfield, gets down, picks up only 3 on the play, maybe 4 max. It's going to be 4th and 6 still from the 49 of Miege. This Blue Comet squad has had such a loyal fan base all year long. Chanute really coming out for these boys each and every night, even in the rain last week. We had a pretty full stadium. Harding looking downfield, gets it to Stevenson again. They went for it, and it paid off. First down at the 38-yard line. Stevenson again, their go-to. And he very rarely lets you down.
First and 10 Comets down to the Miege 38.
Miege coming out tonight ready to play. I think their performance last week against Labette County was very deceiving. Obviously, like we talked about at the beginning of the game, all these games that were played last week in the heavy rain and the cold really did not show what these teams really, how they could really play. Ball is incomplete, intended for Owen Luttrell, and it looked like there was a defensive end or an outside linebacker that might have got a fingertip on it,
or at least had to make Chris Harding adjust his arm angle.
Exactly.
To just throw it in a different way.
Second down and 10 from 38-yard line. Trips right. Harding getting pressure, gets it off. Incomplete pass. Out of bounds is going to be third down and 10. Once again, we've seen this before. We've also seen Chanute get out of this.
That'll be third and 10 Comets from the Miege 38.
Blue Comets really taking up a lot of the play clock. 5 seconds left on the play clock. I don't even know if they're paying attention. Got to get the ball off now. There we go. Chris Harding to Stevenson in the middle. He cuts it up.
Got a lead blocker in Cade in front of him.
Gets to about the 24-yard line there, and that's going to be a first down for the Blue Comets. Boy, just when you think that they're too far from the first down marker, they really come up with something and get there.
Down all the way to Miege 24-yard line.
Miege with a few substitutes. Looks like we got 2 on the far side, another tight end set here on the near side. Harding gets it out, almost picked off, intended for Cade Small. Looks like that was number 12, Grant Kellerman, with the near interception. Blue Comets another chance here, second and 10.
Correction, Nate Wilson.
Stevenson adjusts a little bit. Harding steps back.
Looks for Bilby over the middle, just misses.
Bilby in the middle. Unfortunately, missed Cade on the far side, wide open. Legitimately nobody around him for 15 yards.
Pass intended for Blue Comets senior Landon Bilby. Ball.
And it's going to be for third down.
That's going to bring up a third and 10.
Just under 3 minutes left here in the game. Finishing up the Blue Comet 2024 football season. It's been a great run for sure. Handoff to Quentin Harding right up the middle. And he's not down yet. But he's
flipping around trying to get back on his feet.
They call him down for loss of lack of momentum there.
Look comes big Q.
So
turn it to a fourth and manageable.
Yeah, fourth and about 4.
That's going to bring 4th and 5. Comets on the Stag. 19.
And of course, why not? What do you have to lose at this point?
Let's get Elliott in the end zone one last time.
Chris steps back. Pretty good blocking. Gets it to
That was a great play by
was a bullet.
Elliott.
Stevenson there, knee down.
Elliott realized it was a zone coverage type and just sat down in between two zones and was able to just stay wide open.
Does a great job of taking that dart right to the arm pocket. Those are hard passes to catch. Picks up the first down for the Blue Comets. So 1st and 10 from their 12-yard line, from the Miege 12-yard line, rather. Pass is thrown high over the head of Stevenson.
Pass incomplete.
That was Carter O'Connor over there, the freshman, playing some
Bring up a
defense.
2nd and 10.
Chanute still minute 44 left to try to score. And I hope that Chris Harding doesn't try to force anything, because unfortunately that's how we've gotten quite a few interceptions so far this game.
And it's really hard to find the pockets of openness when you're this deep in the red zone. Chris rolling out hard right.
Incomplete pass intended for Owen Luttrell.
Kind of just threw it away. Didn't want to take the sack. Didn't really have anyone open.
Another attempt, 3rd down and 10. Stay alive for a minute and 37 seconds. Cade Small comes in for Owen Luttrell for the Blue Comets. Cade once again going to set up in that tight end formation, calling a timeout. First timeout of the second half.
Timeout Blue Comets.
So Blue Comets are going to take a timeout. We're going to go ahead and take a small timeout with them so we can rest our voices. Back at it here, 3rd and 10. Chris Harding looking for someone, gets it off. And caught ball by
I think it was Elliott.
Stevenson, yep. Gain of about 4.
He's had a lot of usage in this game tonight,
Absolutely.
especially in this 4th quarter, on this drive alone.
4th and 5, looks like it was a 5-yard gain. So 4th and 5. Got to get to the 2 in order to pick up the first down.
Ball is placed on the Miege 7-yard line, 4th and about 5.
Looks like we got trips right. Harding rolling left. Getting it off to Stevenson. That's a touchdown for the Blue Comets in the end zone. Stevenson starting wide right, 5 yards out, and then he just cuts across horizontally on the end zone. I think
Sets his feet.
Chris Harding knew he was coming by, took advantage of Stevenson's speed. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Sole scorer for the Blue Comets tonight. Extra point for Blue Comets by Lawrence Cheney. That's a fake. Bilby running out, trying to get the 2 points, and it does not work. Shy by
Love
about
the
half
effort,
a yard.
Love the effort.
Great effort there. Almost had it.
Landon Bilby.
That's going to leave the Blue Comets at 13 tonight.
Just shy. With 1:21 remaining in regulation. Score is 37.
Minute and 21 seconds.
13.
I can only imagine that Miege is going to bring in some underclassmen to finish out the game on offense. Chanute to kick off. Once again, we talked about this being just such a great Blue Comet team this year. Unfortunately, I believe that this second half came down to more of an emotional loss than anything. I think there was a lot of excitement and a lot of hype going into this game for the Blue Comets. I think they had an edge on Miege. They had a chance. We had a lot of people in the state of Kansas rooting for the Blue Comets tonight. Nothing against Miege. They're a great team. I think it was just something where a lot of people were wanting to see somebody else win. So, Blue Comets for the kickoff. It's going to be brought down. That was number 23, Jaden McDaniel, a sophomore. $1:13 left here. Again, shout out to all the seniors for the Blue Comets this year. It's been amazing watching you guys play. It's been awesome seeing how you guys have developed as a team over the last 4 years. I'm sure it hurts going out this way, but you guys have played hard. Handoff gets leveled. It was John Watsky on the run, getting absolutely leveled by Kaysen Lucero, the freshman, coming around the corner.
They're just going to kneel this one out here in about 5 seconds or whenever. And that'll do it for this game. Comets fought hard. Seniors, keep your heads up.
They're going to snap it, at the last second, take a knee, run the clock out. And as you said, that'll be the end of the game. And that'll be the end of the 2024 football season. Not only for Comet Vision, but also for the Chanute Blue Comet football team. Once again, thank you, everybody, for joining in live with us tonight. We always enjoy the viewership. We thank all of the support from not only our local fans, but also those of you from the visiting team watching live, tuning in. We appreciate your support, and we appreciate you coming out.
Good luck next week. It's okay as you continue your journey.